More than 2 years after the highly publicized end of her 18-year marriage to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Sophie Grégoire Trudeau has finally opened up about how she feels regarding her ex-husband's new relationship with global pop icon Katy Perry. Speaking candidly on the Arlene is Alone podcast, Sophie offered a rare glimpse into her emotional world, a world shaped by introspection, experience, motherhood, political life, and the unique challenge of healing under the harsh spotlight of public scrutiny. Her interview has quickly become one of the most talked-about moments of the year, not just for its surprising honesty, but for the grace and emotional maturity with which she addressed a topic many expected her to avoid. While tabloids have been eagerly speculating about her reactions to Trudeau's relationship with Perry, Sophie has chosen to tell her own story in her own words, and it is far more grounded, compassionate, and self-aware than the public narrative ever imagined. In this in-depth analysis, we break down Sophie's remarks, the broader impact of her words, the evolving public perception of the Trudeau family, and the larger cultural conversation about co-parenting after separation, especially in the public eye. A moment that captured attention worldwide. During the podcast, host Arlene Dickinson asked a question many had been waiting months to hear. How does Sophie stay composed when headlines are filled with stories about her ex-husband's romance with Katy Perry? Sophie didn't shy away. She didn't deflect. Instead, she offered a simple but powerful truth. We're all human beings and stuff affects us. It's normal to feel that way, but how you react to things is your decision, and I choose to listen to the music instead of the noise. These words alone sparked viral conversations. Her calm, reflective demeanor starkly contrasted the sensationalism surrounding Justin and Katy's relationship. Many listeners praised her classiness. Others empathized with the emotional complexity of witnessing an old chapter close publicly while trying to nurture a new one privately. But what resonated most was her refusal to frame herself as a victim. Sophie acknowledged that certain media stories can trigger old emotions, but instead of spiraling, she uses them as opportunities for personal growth. The woman I want to become through this is my decision. Does it mean I don't have emotions? That I don't cry, scream, laugh? No, I let myself feel. In an era defined by reactive social media outbursts and tabloid drama, her level-headedness stood out as almost radical. A deep commitment to family, even after separation. One of the key parts of the interview was Sophie's emphasis on the family she and Justin built together, despite now living separate lives. We have separate lives, but we have one family life. Their 3 children, Xavier, 18, Ella Grace, 16, and Hadrian, 11, remain the emotional center of both parents' lives. Sophie explained that even though she and Justin have chosen different paths, they share a fundamental commitment. A common conscious decision of our family is our greatest creation, and we're going to feed it together. This line, too, captured widespread admiration. Many listeners responded with comments like, "This is how co-parenting should be done," and "She's choosing harmony over hostility." Sophie firmly rejected the idea that she is a single mother, stressing that Justin remains an active and loving parent. "I'm definitely not a single mom. I have a partnership with a father who has such deep love and availability to his children." Her statement served as both a clarification and a public reminder that divorce does not automatically erase emotional bonds or parental responsibilities. Life in politics, a reality few understand. Sophie's reflections also touched on the demanding, often unforgiving nature of political life. She described the emotional and logistical strain of raising children with a spouse constantly in the public eye. In politics, everything changes. You're very often gone from the house. From international trips to late-night government meetings to campaign seasons, the family learned early on that their reality would be different from others. Despite the distance and chaos, Sophie highlighted the deliberate efforts she and Justin made to maintain unity. "We've raised these kids together, and we still try to build cohesion so the kids feel that cohesion." Her comments offered a clearer lens through which the public could understand the complex pressures that political families face, pressures most people will never fully see. Trudeau and Katy Perry, a relationship that shocked and fascinated the public. Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry first sparked rumors in July 2025 after being spotted at a quiet dinner in Montreal. While some dismissed it as a friendly meeting, the speculation intensified when the two appeared together at Perry's 41st birthday in Paris. Photos of the pair on Perry's yacht, laughing, relaxed, and visibly affectionate, spread across social platforms within hours. For many, the sight of the Canadian Prime Minister with a global superstar felt surreal. For others, the burning question was, how does Sophie feel about all this? The digital world filled with assumptions, some sympathetic, some cruel, others wildly inaccurate. Now Sophie has offered her answer: grace, stability, ownership of her emotional journey. You can stay in reactive mode, but you'll suffer the consequences. I'm learning that people meet life from where they are inside of them, and it's my choice how I let that affect my happiness. Her words may be the most emotionally intelligent response to a public breakup we've seen from any globally recognized figure. A message bigger than the headlines. Sophie's insights transcend celebrity news. They touch on deeper themes. Personal growth after heartbreak. Emotional triggers and how to manage them. Co-parenting in a healthy, intentional way. Self-awareness as a tool for healing. Choosing peace over resentment. Redefining femininity and strength in modern society. She reminds us that healing isn't about suppressing emotions, but letting them flow without letting them control the narrative. Her interview reveals a woman who understands herself, understands the world around her, and above all, understands what truly matters. The world's response: respect, empathy, and newfound admiration. Following the interview's release, global headlines highlighted Sophie's maturity. Social media users praised her dignity. Mental health advocates pointed to her reflections as thoughtful and grounded. Parenting communities applauded her collaborative approach to co-parenting. Many comments echoed the same sentiment. Sophie Grégoire Trudeau didn't just answer a question, she redefined it. What's next? As Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry continue to attract worldwide attention, Sophie appears to be focusing on personal growth, writing, podcast appearances, and building a life rooted in emotional resilience. She is not trying to erase her past. She is embracing her present, and she is shaping her future with intention, compassion, and authenticity. In the end, her message is simple but profound. Your emotions may be involuntary, but your response is always your choice.